I like this music. That's right, I talk. I also know how to draw. And I also know how to walk. One time I danced, one time I pranced. This other time I put on my shoes and my pants. Just wish I did it before I went outside and I danced. Bum, 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 we're gonna draw. Drawing in Calipeg right now. Just doing a few setups. There we go. I only want one, that's all I want. There we go. And of course, I'm live streaming in Prism Live, and it causes there to be a delay. It don't matter if you got the best tablet in the world today, or yesterday, or the day before. But 4 years from now, Prism will always have that tablet on the floor. Why, you say? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I was going with the beat. Alright, I'm going to create a tire rolling. I think that's a good start, is a tire rolling. And what we need to do real quick is I need to... Firstly, let's move this out of the way. Oh, I swear my screen just dimmed down again. There we go. Let's extend this out. We don't need it that far. And then we're just going to do this. And I'm not worried about oh gosh, what do they call that? Not frames per second, but like the hold of the frame. Oh, what is that? When you work on 2s and 3s and such. Because I'll select all of it and it'll do it for me. And we'll create a cycle out of it. We'll keep that first frame in mind, that it started right here, so we'll end up somewhere else. And let's go ahead and do this real quick. Take a look at it. Not bad. That could be a spinning record. That could be a tire. That could be somebody's eyeball having some sort of tripped out effect on an animation. But let's go ahead and let's put this on 3s. Oops. And now what I could do from here is I could split these downwards, and then I could add to each individual one. Maybe just rotate it a little bit, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, let's put it on 2s and see what that looks like. And let's go back. That's pretty cool. I like that. I just don't like the last frame of it. I think that's what I'll delete. I think maybe I'll just go like 3 frames in. It's that second frame I don't like. There we go. I see it now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I put it back on ones. Let me see what that looks like. Yeah, we can put some in-betweens in there, actually. Just have some fun with it. And then for the main ones, we can add detail. That way it looks all nice. Like for instance, if we were to come back here, start adding more details into it. Cool, that was pretty fun. I like that. But let's go ahead and delete this and let's work on something a little bit better. Oh, we still have a tire. Or circle. Ooh, what do we want to do with this? I'm thinking maybe we can color in the back. And then I can put highlights over the top of it. And it can be an eyeball moving around. In fact, let's do that. Let me erase this. Put that on its own layer. There we go. That'll look nice. I like that. And then we'll go just a little bit. Hang on. There we go. That's what I wanted. And then we'll move up to this one, and we'll do this for the color. Alright, we're going to animate this. We'll have a little bit of fun with it. Alright, so what we'll do here is, first let's extend this outwards. And then we're going to grab all this. Whoops. Extend that out. And then we're going to put our highlights on a transformation layer. And we will give it a key point from here by just slightly tapping on it. And we'll move it around here and there. But not too much. Actually, you know what? Let me undo that. We're going to keep that right there, and then we're going to come back down to put those into a folder, and then let's throw this folder into an animation or transformation layer, and then we will come over here to the first frame. Give it a key point, and then let's go ahead and let's move this around just a little bit. See what that looks like. And of course, we can always speed this up. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to speed this up. That way, you just add like eye iterations to it. Because an eye is really never just still. Or still. Or steel. Unless it is steel. And still. I should say a healthy active eye. And we will take, let's see, which is it? I believe it's this layer. We'll just throw this into the transformation layer as well. Yeah, see, it all works out correctly. And I can put that onto its own transformation layer inside of it, I believe. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it works. Oh yeah, it does work. Okay, I can see the variation in it. I just have to make it more pronounced. There you go. That way it gives it that motion to it, like the light is like actually like reflecting off of it and whatnot. And then maybe we'll take this eyeball and we'll put it on something static. Like a sword or something. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to put all of this into its own folder. See, that's what you should do, is you should always start with a folder. And then work from that folder. But what I can do here is select all of it. Oh, I think I broke it. Oh no. Ugh. Froze up on me. That's okay. That is okay. You know, honestly, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make sure that that one is closed out. And we're gonna go over to Clip Studio and we're gonna try it over there. See how much easier it is. Alright, let's draw some actual characters now. Let's draw like a sword in the ground with an eye on it. Let's start all the way up here. Forgot I'm working in 1,000 by 1,000. And of course, these are all my original lyrics. Straight from me brain. The Wi-Fi, on the other hand, is provided by AT&T. And Total Wireless, doing its best job that it can. And then maybe we'll... Oh, here, let me open up another window. That way we can see what we got going on from a distance. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? There we go. That works. I think maybe we'll animate the grass right here as well. I could just keep it still right here, and then we can animate grass in the background for it. Or we could do both. I say let's do both. Oh, that's gorgeous right there, but we'll have to do that on its own layer. And that'll be the forefront. So we'll put this at the background. Or the foreground is where it was. So we're going to put this at the background. We'll do it like that, kind of. Maybe Goofy style? No. In a sense. Something like that. There we go. We'll do it like that. Let's go back to the original sword. And we'll kind of just define it by giving it some extra features. Details. These look like little highlights. And if we like it, we'll color it in. There you go. Some cool sword. Oh, we were going to have an eyeball right there. Right here. Let me erase this and see what that looks like. If we put a moving eye right here. I think that'll look cooler. And then I'll just have his eye moving around. And I'll have like some animated... here, let me turn this down. There we go. I'll have some animated voiceover going on for it, for the narration as on an animated loop as his eye is looking around. And then I'll have him look off in certain areas for long periods of time, saying things. Maybe he's looking up or something for like cognitive thinking or something. I don't know. But I think that'll be hilarious. Yeah, we'll put his eye on a separate layer. Is it not playing through my here anymore? There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, now what we're going to do here is I don't have to put you into an animation folder for your eye. You can be animated on your own. So you just have to do this. And then we'll move you around incrementally. I'm thinking like every 5 frames. Let's see. And then from there I can move around the key points. Or the little keyframes. Actually, I don't like it. I know exactly what that's going to look like. And come over here some more. Start bouncing around all weird. Like right there at that point where he's looking up, he's like, and then other things he starts talking. But he's moving around too much, and so let's get rid of all of this. And we really just want it to like go like that, and then sit there like that. And then the next one will go up. That way it's not so smooth. Like I like that. And then we'll just do an audio would generate some audio for that, and then I'll put that in here. We'll do that all in this live stream as well. We're going to color him first. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then over top of this, we'll go ahead and we'll put little white highlights. And that'll make it more dynamic and fun. Except for that right there. I think let me see here. Let's turn this to gray. That'll be easier to see. And then we'll come back here and let's delete that off. Now let's try this again. We're going to put it up here. That way it just barely gets it. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Now let's color the background of the character now. Ooh, I'm thinking of yellow for the top of the sword here. Go along with the gold of it. And then we'll give it a light gray for... How about like a little bit of a darker gray on the inside, maybe? And then a lighter gray on the outside. That'll look nice. And then we'll correct that with the pin here in a second. And then for the undercarriage part, how about... a purple. And then we'll go red here. And blue over here. And then for the handle... Ooh, I need to contrast it. So how about this color of blue? Like that. And then we'll contrast that to that. Would be probably about here. There we go. I think that looks nice. Let's check out the animation of it. So the great thing about Clip Studio is you just fill in the back and there we go. I like that. All right, let's go in here and fix these colors. Nice, and we can give it highlights afterwards. Let's see what that looks like on a white background real quick. Very nice. How about a blue background? How about a green background, like it's on the grass already? Which would make sense, right? And then we can animate the grass without actually having to color it in. Cool beans, I like that. And let's see what that looks like with a little bit of a lightened foreground, maybe. And then I can create a shadow in the background. We'll take the whole image of everything and flatten it out. And then scale it down in perspective, all that. And then throw it on multiply. In fact, I think I just might do that right now real quick. Let's see. Should be everything right here. Except I don't want the grass. So let me think about this. We'll do shift. We'll get rid of the grass. We'll do control. There we go. Well, actually, I don't need the eye. Or the highlight. Or that part. The grass. So we just need these two. I can take you. We can Alt. Put that there. And then I can take Alt off of that. Slide you down to here. And we can merge selection. Take this. Put it on black. Hit the fill button. Hit the transformation button. We got free position going on? Yeah, we do. And then we'll scale you down and over. There we go. Let me just get a matchup real quick of it. There we go. And then let's use our free transform. Should allow us to do that. There we go. Very nice. I like that. And then let's see. Can I... Oh, hang on. Let's cancel that out real quick. Let me get it to where I want it. I kind of want it behind it just a little bit too. That's what I'm thinking. Give it some real shadow depth to it. Like it's a real object. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I like that right there. Maybe a little bit. Hang on, let me see. Might just do a little bit of an adjustment. And for that, we're going to use the Puppet Transform tool. If it'll do it, there we go. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Hang on. Let me come over to here. There we go. I was like, why aren't you doing it? All right. Anyways, let's put a point here, 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 here. Just want to give it like a warpness to it because it's in the grass. I like that, except for the top part of it. Yeah, it looks like it's laying more like in the ground. I like that. That's better. Let's check out the animation of that. Cool. And then we can dither that up if we wanted to. In fact, we can just do a little bit of a filter trick. Let's give it a little bit of a blur. Oh, wait, whoops. Hang on, I got it locked in. Before we give it a blur, no, let's give it a blur first. We'll do a Gaussian blur. It's pretty cool. And then we'll go one of these effects. Let's see. I think pearl noise. Hang on. Cool, I like that. That's pretty nice. Get a little bit of noise to it like it's on the grass or something. Like I colored it with a pencil. I may as well have. That saved me. I guess that saved me a little bit. Well, no, I guess I could have just colored it with a pencil. Interesting. Where was I going with this one? I was going to add a chromatic aberration, but there we go. There you go. That looks nice. Like it's blending in with the grass a lot better. The colors from the sky. Now let's check this out. This allows us to night cycle it as well. Like maybe there's a light casting onto it or something. Trees are hanging over it. I can even put in shadow work for like trees hanging over. Yeah, that's exactly what we'll do. And we'll have a light casting down from the top here is what we're going to do. Let me get one of these lines going on. And then we'll do Ooh, a yellow first. And then we'll work white into it. Whoops. We got a square going on? That's not what we want. That's not what we want there, mate. We want a line. And it's got to be cast. Let me see here. I don't want to cast it straight down, so it's got to be cast from the side here. Like that. And then we'll have it kind of faded off. And then let's see if I can do this with a curve tool. I should do this in vector, but I think yeah, there we go. I got it. I got it. And then we'll do paint, but we'll do only the editing layer. There we go. Switch that back. Well, we'll duplicate it and we'll put an add glow layer on there. But I'm thinking a nice overlay first. Let's duplicate this. Put a soft light. Let's duplicate that. And let's put an add glow. And for the glow, let's turn down the intensity a lot. And then we'll do some erasing. We'll bump up the soft light and we'll turn down the overlay. And then let's select all of them. Choose the spray. And let's do, where is my color palette thingy? There it is. We'll put it on transparency. And let's get a good idea of our size here. We're going to erase some of it. If we can. Hang on. I might have to do this individually. That way I get a good feel of it. Oh, I got so into this I forgot that I can talk. Oh, you know what I should do? I should actually use my real stylus. Oh, there you are, dog. I was using my Wacom One stylus. And I should be using my Samsung Tab S10 Plus stylus. Smoother. And of course I could animate that light. We could do that. That would look pretty cool. Alright, what if we did that? And we just put it on a cycle. We'll put it on a cycle of like 2s. That's what we'll do. I think 2s is going to be, or one is going to be too fast. I think 2 transition will be great. And then I can mess around with it from there. Yeah, I like that. It's pretty nice. And then in the background, what you can do, or what I can do here is, for the last bit of animation, we'll take this spray paint. We'll give it a highlight in the background here. And, ooh, but not too much though. I don't want it to encompass the whole thing. Just soft like that. And then what we'll do is we'll keyframe that. We'll start moving it around. And that'll just make it look like things are moving in the background. And I think just right over the top here, I'd like to add a highlight on the sword. Something like that, and then we'll have it move around, like up and down. And we'll do it like that. And then we'll come all the way back here. We'll keyframe it. And we'll keep that there. And we'll come about halfway in. And then we'll kind of just do just a little bit of a shift like that. And then we'll come back over here. And it should shift back, or no, we'll shift this to here. And we'll kind of maybe scale it a little. I think we can move it more in the middle there in that keyframe. Kind of like that, but not too much. Be right there. I think that's just a little too much. Let's undo that. I like that. That's nice. And then, how about for these? Put those there. And then for here, we'll move it just a little bit. And then for the shadow layer, and it just gives the illusion and the idea of movement. We could animate the grass. But I'm going to leave it the way that it is. And then let's come over the top here. I like it. It's nice. Maybe put a vignette over the top of it. Let's just see what that looks like. I like that. It's nice. That's nice. If I wanted, or if we want to, we could give the eye like an iris and color it, but we're gonna leave it with this. I like this. This is nice. Now, what if though? Where's the color layer? This next one we do, I'm going to work on that X that you just seen there, maybe. And do an X-Men-like intro. Oh, I did a great job. I'm gonna take a break for a second. Let me see what this email is. No one cares about Reddit. All right, this is nice. I like this. Okay, let's close down Clip Studio, and then I'm gonna open up my gallery and take a look at it from there, and then we'll reopen Clip Studio. What did that say? You're advertising on my Twitch. That's funny. All right, let's reopen this back up. Take a look at our gallery here. I like that. I like the this whole gradient thing going on right here with it. It looks pretty trippy. Only one? Well, that sucks. There we go. Oh, it's an everyday game, huh? Hey, look at that. There I am. I make a lot of versions of the same songs. Hey, look at that. Oh, I see which ones I like. I like them all.
Welcome to Fun Info. Today we're exploring something truly, well, mind-bending.
Hang on, I want to see myself really quick here, scrolling through Facebook. I make a lot of versions of the same. Hi, everybody. Hey, whoever gave me that love
Welcome
like.
to Fun Info. Today we're exploring something
Ooh,
truly,
we got 11 views on Facebook,
mind-bending.
everybody. Let me do this one more time. Scroll this or refresh this. I like my little opening I got going on here. That's pretty cool. We did a great job on this one. I'm going to embed this onto my website. I think we did a great job. I like to admire my work. I did a really good job on this one. Because it shows different elements, you know what I mean? Gradients, highlights, shadow work, animations, fluidity, timing, composition. Facebook, everybody. So it gives a nice, good idea of
From the
like,
human news
you
and
know,
the news
hey,
for humans, we first go to
hire
Florida.
me for art. All right, let's close down Facebook in my gallery. Close down Clip Studio. Boing, 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 doing, and then we'll reopen it again. This allows me to save on resources. And then I've got to run down to the vending machine, and I've got to go buy. Oh gosh, I don't even know what I'm gonna buy, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be an expensive candy bar, not king size. And then I'm gonna buy. Well, let's open up Clip Studio. That way you have something to look at. And I'm gonna buy. Probably a cinnamon roll. And then I've got an energy drink right here. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go do that because it's really cold out. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm starving. I know if I wait 3 hours, I could just go walk over to McDonald's. But I don't want McDonald's. Oh, man. But if I wait 4 hours, oh no, I'd have to wait 5 hours to go to the store. All right, I'm gonna go down to the vending machine and go get something to eat so I get my glucose levels up. I'm gonna have to take my phone with me, so you're gonna hear a disconnect in the music from my tablet, and then I'm gonna come back and it'll pop right back up onto it, and that's how you'll know I'm back here in my apartment, safe and sound. Oh my goodness, it's like so far away yet so close at the same time. Oh my goodness, give me a sec here. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna... Got up too fast, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Oh. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'll be right back. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetheart. I'll be right back, honey. girl, my little boy, huh? Who's my little girl, little boy, huh? Who's my little girl, my little boy, huh? Oh, little chicken. Oh, my little chicken. Oh, my little red chicken. My little red chicken. My little orange chicken. My little orange chicken. My sunshine. My little yellow chicken. My little yellow chicken, huh? Where's my red chicken here then? There's our red chickadee. Here's little red chickadee for my little girl. Here's little red chickadee for my little girl. Here's my little tree treat. Here's my little tree treat. Did you looking for a little tree treat? And you're looking for a little treaty treat. Little point girl. Moderation, honey. Alright, good. Alright, my baby. There's anything just a little. Still have pretty toasty in here for you. Keep the bathroom on, huh? Here we go, honey baby. Here we go, my sweetheart. And yo, come on, honey baby. Keep that well. Yeah, you can chill in the bathroom with the light off. There we go. Oh, I love you, my honeys. My little sweethearts. Oh, Tabby went off. Alright. Well, that's okay. I needed a break anyways. Alright. Whoops. Oh, hey, we're still going. Hey, cool beans. Alright. Sorry about that. My tabby went, nighty-night. I don't know why. Unveiling what? The Renaissance portal is being summoned on the internet. The unveiling is imminent. Okay. I don't know what that means. But hey, something's imminent, everybody. Something's imminent. Let me get my music going again. Because apparently something's imminent. We need some tunes to go with the imminency of our impending doom, I'm guessing. I'm not entirely certain. Let's find this out. Let's switch this over to Smart Connect. There you are. And then let's go all the way back up here. Yeah. There we go, there we go, there we go. Won the flam, or the flam. There we go, won the flow. The jam of the flow. It's in between my toes, you know. Here we go, here we go, here we go again. Gonna check my updates one more time, my friends. Nothing's there again. Let's open up Clip Studio. Speaking the truth, what are you talking about? Alright, cool beans, everybody. It's the apocalypse. And I am interested in this ribbon prism texture. Says it's for free. It's for me. Close you down, Discord, you see. Don't need you. Close that down. There we go. Hey, these are pretty nice. I mean, they're just prism textures, but they are pretty nice. I'm going to take them. Hip hop, just like a bot, all over the internet. On TikTok. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just kidding. Alright, here we go. I don't have the flow and the jam within me right now, you know. But that's just the way it goes. The flows and jams of jams and toes. We get a couple of vector layers going, you know, click that back on. Boom. Undo the shift, click the bottom. Get a couple of PNGs. And then we're going to draw, you see. Alright, let's do this in maybe like a reddish, a dark reddish. Oh, hey, cool. I'm in a Renaissance, everybody. We're in the Renaissance period right now. Let's draw a shield for our Renaissance. This is my art shield. And it's got paddings on each side. And then hash marks from defending. And then a couple of highlight marks. There we go. That's my shield, everybody. That's my shield for the Renaissance. Hashtag knowledge. And maybe we'll put, for the top of my shield, like a little, library learning facility of knowledge. And it's balancing a book. Oh, that's an actual person. I thought that was a bot. Well, thank you for letting me know about the end times being in the Renaissance. I appreciate it. Not the end times themselves, but definitely being an artist within the Renaissance. I'm certain I'll become a martyr. Break some bread, and they'll admire my work in 300 years. All right, let's see. That's very nice. Let's close this one off. Boing. Close it, delete it. All right. I'm in the Renaissance. What else is in the Renaissance? What else do they have in the Renaissance? They got like statues. They have statues out in the Renaissance, and those are, of course, at like fountains and such. And those fountains have ledges. And those ledges have depth, but not that much. Something like that. There we go. And then what kind of statue should we draw here for our Renaissance? Something real cool. Something really awesome. All right, we are at the Renaissance. I don't know what time period the Renaissance was. I think, what, 1400 BC or AD? The Renaissance is when scholars revived the classical Greek reading texts considered blasphemous and satanic. Good thing, or we would likely be more decontextualized than we are now as a collective. I agree. Didn't they call that like the Gilded Ages or something? Or that was close to? I would love to be a scholar amongst scholars. I believe they call those a pedagogist or something. Maybe we'll give them a watch. Like a flux capacitor watch. It's gotta be doing something with his hand, though. Because all art today needs to be explained to people, so he's gotta be doing something obvious with his hand. We don't want to put little thumbnails here. Or little fingernails, little thumbnails. Little fingernails. Maybe he's holding a trident or something. Or a cell phone. Or maybe he's holding a dollar bill. Or maybe he's just holding a bill. Like a bill for housing. Hang on, I gotta pause from the Renaissance really quick because my informant has just told me something. It was a whole lot of innovation. Sadly, the context got corrupted and hijacked. The path back was the verb churio to anointment, the root word to the word Christ. Basically, it means the topical application of a substance either by smearing or damaging it originally really. Oh man, I don't know about any of that, but like, hey, thank you. I appreciate that being part of the new modern day Renaissance period where information is definitely being hijacked and lost. There's no doubt about that. As with our rights, we are but machines. Or we are but numbers to these machines. These machine minds, machine hearts. I tell you, I am no machine. I am not cannon fodder. There you go. That's my submission for a statue for the Renaissance, for an art piece to be placed in somewhere in America. Oh, yeah, I just got some goodies. I got a Rice Krispies treat and then a big cinnamon roll. And I'm going to eat a little bit of this cinnamon roll real quick. It's not the best cinnamon roll in the world. It's certainly not the worst. But it's definitely not the best. Hang on, something's not right here. Where was it at? There you go, brush tip. Philosophy. I like philosophy. Oh, wow. I ate that whole cinnamon roll thing and, oh, I got the hiccups. Give me a sec here. I got thrown off track here trying to get this pin set. Yo, if we were back in the Renaissance day, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? I just want to see something. We got really engaged with this. All right, let's move on to the next one. Choose a different color. And more of a blue this time around. Let's open up this Rice Krispie treat. Okay. I don't know what this is. I just know that it's a snake. Cool, I like that. What does this say? Oh, yeah. I like philosophy. I got hyperthymesia. It's this rare condition where I can't forget anything. And I've learned through over the years of being 41 and a half years old that it's not worth wading through the waters of one's memories, but rather plentiful to walk on them. There we go. Plentiful. Sorry, I'm turning my tablet. What I meant to say is it's better to walk on them. Or even to stand back and observe them. Absorb them. Don't disturb it. Let's draw another. Something else. A set of cartoon eyes. I'm a fan of cartoons. They're the funnest to draw. Coolest to look at. See, it's not going to be a head, it's going to be a body. But I'm just going to flesh it out. Arrgh. Maybe we'll give him little legs. Oh wow, I ate that cinnamon roll and that Rice Krispie treat really quick. Bummer. A little too quick. I hope everybody likes these drawings that I did tonight. The animations. I hope that you have had as much fun as it appears that I have. Let's give him one of those things in the corner of his eye there. He's a happy character who is eccentric. He has a lot of energy, a lot of creativity. And he thinks to himself, how can I get a Bugatti? That's all he thinks about all day long is Bugattis. I think he lives in a D&D fantasy world where Bugattis don't exist. But that's all he can dream about is Bugattis. A wizard told him he would make one for him once, but he said no. He said no. He said no, and the reason why is private, so no. But the wizard did try. Can never say the wizard didn't try. To give this little guy his Bugatti. He really just wanted this Bugatti. So very, very much he wanted this Bugatti. However a Bugatti looks. And he wanted this Bugatti so that he could upgrade from his 1985 Mazda 626, and he didn't like that car, so he wants a Bugatti. Mainly because his block broke. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what a Bugatti looks like. Like if you were to look on the website for a Bugatti, it would show this, and not a Toyota or a Subaru, with those little things at the top for Subarus, for your bikes. Now this is a Bugatti, everybody. And Bugattis have antennas, right? Yeah, Bugattis have antennas. They have antennae. And their antennae have eyeballs to them. Because they need to see everywhere what's going on. And that's what this creature dreams of, is his two-eyed Bugatti. But he can't afford the two eyes. So he only gets a regular Bugatti. He dreams about that Bugatti day and night. Every night and midday and midnight, he dreams about it, this Bugatti. He says, Bugatti. He wants one so bad, so he doesn't have to take the bus anymore and walk everywhere. Because he walks everywhere. Right now he's waiting for the bus. He's thinking, oh, thank God nobody's around. But it's way taller than him. And they got those seats that are way taller than him. And he's just chilling out here waiting for the bus. He's saying, hey bus. Hey bus. I want a Bugatti, hey bus. The bus never listens, of course, because it's a bus. It's an inanimate object. But he doesn't know. He's not actually from Earth. He's from Plurth. He's from a distant planet called Plurth. And it's a plushy Earth. And he came here specifically for a Bugatti. But he can't get that Bugatti due to the fact that nobody will give him anything for being from Plurth. They're afraid of him. And he's not one to just take a Bugatti because he doesn't want to go to jail or anything. He just wants a Bugatti. He doesn't want to talk to the president. He doesn't want to go to Safeway. He doesn't want to know our ways. He doesn't even want to be on highways or freeways or byways or intersections or conjunctions. He just wants to drive around in a Bugatti. He'll get there. I believe in him. I believed in him, but now he's gone. Let's see what else we can create. What if these are like ears going up for like a Pokemon-esque like character, but not quite. This is my Pokemon right here. Oh, very nice. Maybe these aren't his tails, and these are his arms instead. Let's go all the way back here. Ooh, getting tired. That's nice. I like this one. I think we're going to end on this. I think I'm going to take me a nap. And I got some work to do. Gotta go take me up. You guys have a great night. See you in the morning. I'm not gonna rhyme. Now you guys have a good one. Alright. Have fun. And this has been Fun for Your Page. Alright, check me out on my website, funfyp.com. Maybe I'll put a .com right here. Put it in really small letters. That'll be our thing now. All right. You guys have a very lovely night.